Well, hello everybody. My name is Colleen Light and I'm with Cards by Coco and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today I'll be demonstrating the Sparkle of the Season stamp set. And this is the card we're going to be making. So I'm really happy you could join me this morning. Let me get this phone flipped around real quick. Avert your eyes if you get a little dizzy. And let's get our project started today. Okay, so you're going to look at the background there and I'm going to flip you around real quick. And there we go. So you can see right here the sparkle of the season. One of the things I absolutely love about this set is that it's not only for Thanksgiving, also had some Happy Halloween stamps and dies, Merry Christmas, one-stop shopping here, and it does come in a bundle. Now this is only available in our mini catalog through the end of December, so if it's something you're interested in, this is the perfect time to order it. Also remember, in the annual catalog, we are offering, Stampin' Up! Is having their seasonal sale, so there's quite a few discounts available now. I know they range from 10 to 20%, so if you had some stocking up shopping to do, now is the time. So it goes through the end of today. Okay, I'm bringing you up here. I'm going to hope to see some comments today. We'll give it a go and see what it looks like. Okay, so let's get our project started. Let me show you what I've done so far. I got, again, this is the card we are making. Give me a holler if I'm out of screen. I have a tendency to do that lately. And this is the stamp set we're working with. Thankful for you, Merry Christmas, may the sparkle of the season warm your heart and home, Happy Halloween, and grateful. This one I use the Thankful for you. This card, I think the one we're gonna make, I may switch it up and use Grateful. Let's see how it goes. I have some things pre-cut. So this is our card base. And it is in early espresso, and it is scored at 5.5 by 8.5. Now remember, I do put all of these on my website, Cards by Coco. I'll have all the dimensions there, and I'll also list them under my YouTube video. So let's go ahead and just burnish this. I don't know where my bone folder is, but the end of this block will work, oh, for heaven's sakes, right off to the side. So, but if you can't find your bone folder like me sometimes, just use the end of your block. For our second layer, I went ahead and grabbed some Cajun Craze. I think those colors go together so well. I wanted to do a little embossing on this piece. So I took a piece of Very Vanilla, cut it 4 inches by 5.25 inches. Oh, good morning, Sharon. Thanks for watching. And I used our Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder. I absolutely love this embossing folder. It is all purpose. Look at the nice, beautiful little ridges. I don't know if you can see. It's just perfect. This is what an embossing folder, if you're new to stamping, this is what an embossing folder looks like. You just slip your piece of paper in here, and then you run it through your cut and emboss machine, and you get this wonderful pattern. Stampin' Up! Has many to choose from. This is the one I just chose for this project. This is another piece of Very Vanilla, so you'll need 2. This one is cut the same, 4 by 5.25. This is for the inside of your card there. I'm gonna set that off. I did grab an envelope. Anyone who watches my videos knows that I like to do my envelopes at the same time as I do my stamping. These are wonderful dies. Let me show you the ones I used here. These are the seasonal swirl dies, and you get so many. So you can see this one would make a Christmas wreath with the holly. This one was more for Halloween. Look at this. So I know it's not Halloween, but look at this little witch's broomstick. How cute is that? You got the pumpkin, but the ones I used, I went ahead and used the one with the leaves. I cut out two, one in Evening Evergreen, one in Cajun Craze. And then I use these leaves, and I'm going to show you what I did with those in a little bit. So these are, I did not want any glue smudges on my card, and I knew I was going to be using an embossed piece of paper. So I went ahead and made stickers out of mine. And how you do that is you just take these wonderful adhesive sheets that Stampin' Up! Sells, and they're sticky. They're sticky on the back. So you lay your cardstock, so like you would peel this off, put your cardstock on top of it, run it through your embossing, your cut and emboss machine with your die, and it turns it into a sticker. So if you'd like to do the intricate cuts, I would suggest that you go ahead and get some of those adhesive sheets. Let me see, you get, how many do you get in a package? 12. And I've had mine for quite a while. So let's go ahead and start putting our card together. So for the first one, I picked out my the Cajun Craze. And I just kind of figured out how I wanted it centered here on the card. And I think this is good for me. The hardest part is getting this started. Once you have it started, it's easy peasy. So just hold on to it and gently take the back of that sticker off. Sometimes you'll end up with a little piece. You'll see I did right there. Just come back and grab it. Move that off to the side and press it down. Now, since this is, make sure you have it centered. For those of you who know, centering is not my strong strength. So let me see here. Oh, got a little bit there. Okay. Get it as centered the best you can and lay it down. Look, how easy was that? Now I'm going to come in with the Evening Evergreen. And again, take this little sticker off here. Take that off. Sometimes I forget to use, I have a whole stack of embossing folders, and sometimes I forget the extra wow factor they lend to a card. So when I do think of it, I always think, oh, I should use those more often. Okay, so I want to line this up a little bit. Let me see. Because I want it, so there. I just want to rotate that about a ½ inch. And there we go. How easy is that? Isn't that kind of nice and fun? I think it's fun. So I cut out, remember I showed you that little leaf die? Well, I brought in my pumpkin pie and my Daffodil Delight because I wanted a little bit more color to my wreath. And I did the same thing. I did this with the adhesive strips. I'm going to kind of put this one here just because they're so much easier to stick down. You could use glue dots on these ones, would also work very well. If you didn't have the adhesive strips, glue dots would work great for this. But since I had out the adhesive strips already, I went ahead and just continued on with those. And then I'm going to bring in my pumpkin pie. I think you could use gold foil on this too. I think some of the bronzy gold foils that we have would also be beautiful with this. Remember to point your leaves in the directions of the one of your die. You want everything going the same way. Now you think that'd be kind of obvious, right? But yet, you know, yours truly made that mistake this morning, took a picture and then to put on my website and then realized I had some leaves pointing the wrong direction. So I like to share my little mishaps with you. Okay, and I think I'm going to add one more here. It looks just a hair vacant to me, so I'm going to add one more here. And plus they're die cut, so why not? They're already done, so why not go ahead and do it? Look at how easy that was. So I also have just another strip of very vanilla here. I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat here. And again, this is just a scrap that I had. So I like to use my scraps up when I'm making these tags. I'm going to bring in the Cajun Craze. And first I'm going to stamp off, make sure I don't have anything, any fuzz or anything on my stamp. And I am going to pop that right down. Give it time. There we go. And then I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. It's cold here in Washington. How is the weather in your area? Boy, it sure is feeling like Thanksgiving to me right now. So you could actually make a tag. You could bring out any of the tags you have that you like. I am just going to cut this. I want this just cut barely a little bit closer, and I'm hoping it works out for me. I want it a little closer to that grateful. Let's see. Yep. Okay, I am happy with that. Oh, a little bit more off this edge though, I think. And just a hair more off here. Is this what you guys do? Just a little bit here, a little bit there? Remember, it's like when I used to cut my kids' bangs. It's like, oh, a little bit here, a little bit there, and pretty soon I don't know what would happen, but it was not always the best look. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, so my kids are watching, they will agree. I have a piece of, thought about putting a ribbon, but I really kind of like this Cajun Craze cardstock behind my sentiment. I don't know, what do you guys think? I kind of like that look. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of my adhesive back here, and I'm going to center this here. I just thought I wanted to keep this card simple, yet tasteful. And then I'm going to trim off just a little bit more of the ends here. I think I want to go this way. Now, how easy is that to make a tag? Really just that simple. Using your paper trimmer, we didn't need anything fancy for this tag whatsoever. Let's go ahead and start gluing. When you're gluing on an embossed piece of paper, which is what we're going to be doing, when you're doing this, use the multi-purpose glue because your embossed has all these little grooves. So if you use your seal, you just want to make sure that your card stays together, especially if you're mailing it. You know, I can't remember which demonstrator told me, but she told me she sent a card once and it kind of came apart in the mail. And the person received it, thought maybe it was a puzzle. Anyway, that story has always stuck with me, and I think it's just a super cute story, and it's not mine, but it is another demonstrator's, and I can't remember which one. If you're watching, give a shout out. Anyway, let's go ahead and pop this down here. Oh, so also, if you decide to utilize the seasonal sale, you might want, depending on what your order is going to be, you may want to, you can see I keep all my dimensions on the back. So this piece was cut 5 3/8 by, no, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And again, dimensions will be on my blog. Anyway, if you do want to take advantage of the seasonal sale, which ends today, and you're going to be spending more than $75, you may want to consider just joining the Stampin' Up! Team, and I'd love to have you as a member of my team. I have a super cute name picked out. I'm just waiting for approval from Stampin' Up! Because the sale does apply to your starter kit. And there's no selling required. You don't have to do videos or sell anything. I really do this because I completely enjoy it. But it's a good way to get more bang for your buck. Anyway, look at that. How cute is that? So we're going to take our tag that we made and we're going to put some dimensionals on this. And once our tag is on, we are going to go ahead and once our tag is on, we're going to go ahead and decorate the inside of our card. And what's right there? Well, we're going to cover that up anyway. We're going to decorate the inside of our card and our envelope. Okay, so we want to add some bling to this. So I'm going to look and see. I know they're somewhere here on my desk. Here they are. The brushed metallic adhesive back dots. I absolutely love these. So I'm going to put one up here. And we're going to put one, I think we'll put one here. And we'll put another one down by our tag. I kind of like to do things in triangles. All right, so there's the outside of our card, but we're not done with the inside yet. So let's grab this other piece of Very Vanilla. Sticking with the Cajun Craze. So the reason I'm using the Stampin' Pierce mat is because these are photopolymer and they don't have the cushion. So what you want is just something behind it to get a crisper, cleaner image. All right. So we're going to put our leaf down here. That's for the inside. Let's go ahead and get our envelope. And we're going to put a leaf again down here at the bottom. I like when my envelope gives an indication of what is to come. Looks like there's some extra ink on this, so I just want to make sure it's not going to get on there. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to put Grateful here. Nice. And this is today's card. And this is November's hostess code. If you are placing an order, please use that. It does really help me out. So here's the Thankful for You that I showed you at the beginning. Here's today's card, Grateful. And we have 2 envelopes ready to go. Oh, and before I let you go, how about if we actually put this in our card? Now we have 2 Thanksgiving cards, or I have 2 Thanksgiving cards ready to go. I'm gonna get those to the post office later today. I have a few more made also. I love to send out cards. So let's see here. Okay, so there's the Thankful for You, the Grateful, and our envelopes. So thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. If you are on YouTube, I would really appreciate it if you'd either give me a thumbs up or subscribe to my station. Let me know if you have any questions about this set. I'm happy to answer them. Have a wonderful day. I'm not live next Thursday. It's Thanksgiving. I hope you all have a very wonderful Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining me.